La le lu le lo. That ain't even a ball game. The Wizards are crushing the Pacers. Did you see the Cardinals today?
Mm-mm.
19-4. Okay. That might have been the Reds.
Sometimes I think about you. Of you.
These ads are aggravating. So, think Lion's gonna stop in? He's streaming right now. Playing some Dead by Daylight. Say something, Mons.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. Running a minute and a half ad break right now so that we can have people join who don't have to watch ads. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yeah. You say that every time.
That's why I
You said,
asked if you knew that.
all right.
See if you're
Yeah, you said the
listening.
last time. Cut the, because I think I asked you last time. I was like, asked you what does that mean?
So for 30 minutes, first 30 minutes of the show, ain't nobody gonna see ads when they click. Starting soon. Untapped Keg Sports.
Man, I really wish I had my sunglasses.
How you gonna wear those other ones?
These do not match my face.
What does that have to do with anything?
Does not match my face.
Listen, Morpheus. Now where are you going? couldn't have done that during the ad break. Ready to go?
Yes.
Welcome, and thank you for tuning into some Untapped Keg Sports. I'm one of the guys talking, RJ Zimmerman, here with my good friend, Monte Ball. What are you wearing?
I don't know, man. You know, these I don't know how people wear these shades. These Terminator like shades. They don't match. They don't match. Doesn't match. But what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. How about you?
I'm good. I'm I'm good. Um Ready to talk about some stuff. Ready to talk about some
Stuff
stuff.
is the key word. There's been no football talk. Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. We'll be saying that in September. I will take my victory lap. And when he is the two back-to-back MVP of the league, uh, and the Packers go to the Super Bowl, I'll do another lap.
I mean,
Nobody plays better than an angry Aaron Rodgers. And if you want to know, if you want some examples, let's look at last year. What's up, Dan the Man?
yeah, he plays some really good football, but you guys just can't win. You guys just can't.
No,
You
that's true.
can't win.
The
And
Packers
but
cannot win it all.
but he, yeah, most definitely MVP. And I do think, yeah, if he does come back with the Packers, I do see that it's very likely that he can do it again. But I still wouldn't say that I'm 100% sure that he's going to be returning.
Where do you think he's gonna go? The Canadian Football League? Hey, Kerry.
I don't. I couldn't tell you. I just don't know. I'm just not fully.
He's gonna go
spoken
to the Fan Control Football League.
yet. I wouldn't put it past him. He would do some stuff like that. But I just, I don't know. I again, it's probably like a 90% chance that he's going. Probably 95% chance, but that 5% is really, it's really getting me. Maybe that's just because I hope
That's
that
what
he
makes
leaves.
the good topic talking points, right? It's boring. He stays. That's why everybody wants him to leave. Because what is there to talk about? Drew Brees is retired. Tom Brady's back with the Buccaneers with the entire team from last
Right.
year.
Right. Yeah.
Plus
There's not really much.
Julian Edelman.
Yeah, not much is going on right now with football. Um, Not really much at all, actually. But I do see a lot going on with basketball. I mean, I haven't been like religiously watching, but the Warriors and Lakers game, of course, was a huge splash last night. You know, one thing I really like seeing. I really like
LeBron
seeing.
James.
I really like seeing the players give respect, kind of like how Steph did. Steph gave some respect to LeBron James. Pretty much stated, if you're the greatest of all time, then you know, people who are of that stature, of that level, you know, make those shots. He said something along those lines. It's just pretty cool to see that, because I think that really preserves the spirit of the game. I think it does.
Remember when all those old players were saying, "Oh, they're not going to try as hard because they're friends. I wanted to kill them. We didn't become friends till after we retired. Oh, they go out to eat at night. They're not going to be able to play against each other." What a load of bullpucky. Like,
Yeah.
just look at these games. They want to win. You want to win. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. I mean, it's kind of like sometimes at work, doing the same task as a really good friend. I want to beat him. I want to do it faster. I want to do it faster, and I want to make it look nicer.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. It's just like that, but except for
It is.
a sports level.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, there are some players that I've had the utmost respect for, who were obviously lined up on the other side of the football, and I had to run against. And yeah. We still, it's like a massive just brotherhood, really, because, you know, we're all out there just to obviously feed our families or feed ourselves. You know, it's our job, but we're all trying to be the greatest at whichever position we're at. And so it's just one of those things of
Yeah,
respect. And then
nobody
you got
wants to be mediocre. Nobody wants to be
yeah, well,
bad.
right. Yeah, we're all fighting for job security.
Yeah.
And so have those people like Ndamukong Suh. Then you got the Sues. And then you got the Ndamukong Suhs. Who
Take it
do
to
some
another level.
do some really questionable
The
things.
Draymond Greens.
Well, I wouldn't say. Oh, I'm saying like Ndamukong at his worst when he was stomping
Right.
on players.
No, but
and
Draymond Green when he was kicking people in the groin, or the Grayson Allen.
Oh yeah,
Grayson Allen is another
Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen. I don't even know how he still was in. Well, that was college, right? I can't even.
one. No, he's still in the NBA. He's doing it. He did it again this year.
That's what I'm saying. He's been doing
He
this.
got knocked out.
He's got a track record of doing this. And I don't know. So, like I was saying, you have players like that, but it's really discouraging when you have those folks because you're not trying to purposely hurt people. That's not what the game is about. And so, yeah, kind of wanted to share that because it was pretty cool seeing Steph. I think he tweeted it out to LeBron, giving him a lot of respect.
So, have you paid attention to what these playing games are? Because that's where we're at right now with the NBA playoffs.
What?
We're at the play-in games. They like took cue from the NCAA tournament and they're doing play-in games right now. So that's what that was. It's technically the playoffs, but in order to determine the 7th and 8th seed, they have play-in games. So the 7th seed is determined by the 7th and 8th seed. Whoever the winner is the 7th seed, which was the Warriors-Lakers. So the Lakers won, right? So they have the 7th seed. Now then the 9th and 10th seed plays. The winner of that game plays the loser of the 7-8 game, and whoever wins that next game gets the 8th seed. So they have a little tournament at the end of the year to determine the 7th and 8th seeds. So the Warriors play the Grizzlies tomorrow night, I believe. Yep, they play the Grizzlies. And right now the Wizards are playing the Pacers for the final playoff spot. The Wizards are winning 140 to 110, so that game's over. So the Wizards are going to be in the East. But you have the Bucks playing against the Heat in the first round. Pretty much everybody's calling for the Bucks to get knocked out right away. And the Heat are obviously the ones who knocked the Bucks out last year. And the Heat went to the finals, so we'll see. This is not the same Bucks team, but everybody's treating it like it is. We'll see. I mean, I said throughout this show, I don't care what they do in the regular season anymore. All that matters is come playoff time. Well, it's playoff time. So you face the Heat, who are a very physical team. They can score. They have multiple players that can score. And obviously Jimmy Butler he's a beast. Giannis struggled against the Heat last year. We have Drew Holiday this year that's going to make a lot of difference. And we'll see if they can get Chris Middleton heated up right away, because if you can clear that middle out for Giannis, obviously nobody's going to stop him. But what you really needed is that Drew Holiday, somebody else who could take it off the dribble and score. You don't seem interested.
I can't. I
first
can't.
round. It's the playoffs. Playoffs. Talk about the playoffs.
I can't even fake it. I just don't really care about that. I mean, it's exciting, I guess, but I just was all football. And although I played basketball in high school, but I don't know. Yeah.
You just got nothing. But Dan the man says the Bucks got a mission this year. They want that payback. The Bucks got a mission this year. They got to make the finals. They got to make the NBA finals. And I know the Nets are really good, but the Nets can be beat. They really can.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I will tell you this on another note. I actually caught a little bit of a baseball game. I will say that.
That's how uninterested you are In
I will say
basketball,
that
you're gonna
I
pivot to
really,
baseball.
I can't, dude. I guess because growing up, growing up in Missouri, there's no basketball team, there's no NBA team at all. So it was just baseball and football when the Rams were there, and then once the Rams obviously left, well, I was long gone.
What
Obviously,
about
when the Rams,
hockey? Are you a big hockey fan?
yeah.
What about NASCAR?
No,
IndyCar?
no,
F1?
mm-mm.
What about airplane racing?
Nope. It's football, man. Football, which kind of sucks. I mean, I don't really have that diverse of a portfolio, but when it comes to other sports, but I will tell you it was nice catching the Cardinals game, a little bit of the Cardinals game on FS1. Thank goodness for FS1.
Right? At least you can watch it.
Yeah, yeah. So that was good. It really brought me back to
It's
some old childhood memories.
oh, I thought you were gonna say it was boring. I couldn't stand it.
Oh no! I actually did enjoy it. I really did. Although we were getting crushed to the Padres were putting it on us. We actually ended up losing that game 13-3. And
The
then
Padres are a really good baseball team. Like they're
then
they're top two in the NL. It's them and the Dodgers.
we were getting crushed. We were getting crushed. Wainwright was literally. I looked like it was a curveball. I'm pretty sure a high one. I'm not sure, but they
Yep,
were
that's called
catching
hanging. That's called a hanging curveball.
hanging as soon as it dipped. They were just catching it right off,
Mm-hmm.
just cleaning it up, and we were like, okay, I think he really needs to switch that pitch up. Um, really needs to switch it up. And then I think Carpenter came in after him and didn't do any better. I think they sat him down bottom of the third. I think, yeah.
That'd be a new Carpenter then, because Chris Carpenter hasn't pitched in 5 years.
No, let me see.
Interesting.
Right.
I like this. I like that you watched it, you enjoyed it, you knew it was probably a curveball because it was, basically diving straight down as a curveball. Um, a slider kind of moves across the plate,
Right.
and a curveball, tends to drop. So, and that is what Wainwright no longer has the filthy stuff, so he needs the control. Sometimes he's got it, and sometimes he doesn't. And he didn't the other night. And
Yeah, I don't know who
got to
came
respect
after
him.
That must have been when I left. So whoever came in after him didn't do any better either.
Yeah, I mean the Padres are hot right now, especially Fernando Tatis. You got to see Fernando Tatis sit then? He's the Padres shortstop. One of the most exciting players in the game right now. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. See, I didn't know that the Padres were that good. I thought they were just hitting on all cylinders randomly that night, but they were crushing it. They were crushing it.
Well, speaking of crushing it or not, the Brewers, boy, are they in a funk. They're not in trouble yet, but if they don't start hitting, it's exactly what I talked about a couple weeks ago. And then they started to hit a little bit, and now they cooled off, and it's like Yelich is back, but who knows how long his back's going to hold up.
It's his back? I thought it was his knee.
No, his knee was a couple years ago when he fouled that ball off his kneecap. Now his back tightened up on him. And so they've been managing it. They changed his workout routine, and that apparently has helped him a lot. So if he stays in the lineup, you never know. But I'm a little worried that he's going to be it on offense again, which is not good when your entire offense relies on one player. He's shown he can carry an entire team to the playoffs. Yeah. But I'm just starting to get a little bit worried because their pitching is so good, and they continuously waste these great outings by these pitchers. And it's so frustrating to look and see. And, it seems like they walk a lot, they get runners in scoring position, and they just can't get timely hitting. But that's been baseball across the board. Baseball across the board this year is you're going to have the most strikeouts in Major League history. You're going to have the least amount of base hits, most walks, probably up there with home runs. Like it's basically, you get You're either gonna strike out, you're gonna walk, or you're gonna have a home run, and that's it. And that's kind of boring. I want to see some hits scattered across the field. Like it's just, yeah, it's just not. It's a different game, that's for sure. It's a different game. So, and they really need to figure out a way to get the, you know, teams on as many TVs as possible because it's ridiculous that they don't. Ridiculous that they put it behind a paywall.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't want it to grow. They don't want young people to watch it, and they especially don't want poor people to watch it.
yeah. Again, as we've talked about, I'm not really understanding what the reasons for that is, and like I said, it really it spoils the fun of for people like myself trying to get into it, but knowing that you have that barrier, it really discourages you, new fans, I should say, of really getting into the game.
Right?
Because I mean, I shouldn't have to go, searching that, far, and then putting that much work into it to try to find a game. But I get it. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, for sure.
NHL playoffs started.
Really?
I think. I honestly have not watched or even listened to any sports at all this week. So I'm coming in.
Yeah, just from coming back from Missouri. I've been doing a lot of sleeping, but yeah, have not watched a lot of games. What were you gonna say?
My kids were sick this week, so I've pretty much just been trying to run them out. So, oh, there we go. Dan the man. Charles Woodson and Al Harris are being inducted in the Packer Hall of Fame. That's awesome. You know who Al Harris is?
No, I don't.
You remember when Matt Hasselbeck won the coin toss in overtime in the playoffs, and he said, "We're going to take the ball and we're going to score," and then he proceeded to throw a pick six? Al Harris is the one who picked him off and took it to the house. Honest to God, and this is the truth, and this is something that Charles Woodson has said. Charles Woodson would not be a Hall of Famer right now if it wasn't for Al Harris. When Charles Woodson got to the Packers, he was a fine player. Like he was really good. He had a lot of talent. But if you look at his numbers before he got to the Packers, he was just fine. And he basically said, "I was not a practice guy. I hated practice. Put me out there on Sunday and I'll perform and I'll do fine." But Al Harris was he was a really physical corner. He was a really good cover corner, and then he was a practice guy. He loved practice and mixing it up, and he basically kept challenging Woodson in practice. So then they go back and forth, and it turned Woodson into a practice guy, a workout guy. And then you really saw, like, especially his second year with the Packers, he really turned into a different player. And that's why, because Al Harris kept pushing him in practice. And it was like, he was better than him that first year. That first year Charles Woodson was in Green Bay, Al Harris was their best corner. And that made Woodson mad. And then Woodson went on to be one of the best defensive backs the Packers have ever had. Probably the best.
I ran him over once.
Did you really? When he was a Raider?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Indeed, I did. Indeed, I did. So no, I get to take that to Mike.
Sorry, Chuck. Sorry, Chuck.
No. Yeah, I obviously would never talk any sort of trash to Charles Woodson.
I just want to call him Chuck because I think he'd like it. I think a lot of people call him Chuck, but I just want to call him Chuck.
Get a lot of. I mean, obviously, everyone has mad respect for him and what he's done on the football field. It seems like he played forever. Seemed like
at a high level. Like when he left the Packers, he was still playing at a really high level. And he went back to the Raiders and he played awesome.
And
what did he
crazy?
Have, like 3 or 4 touchdowns his last year?
That's what I'm saying, man. Ain't it crazy how these older players, some of the stats that they're getting now, is they're getting it at this age. For instance, Adrian Peterson. his longest run in the NFL was like last year, the year before. He's 33 years old. I'm like, what? Adrian Peterson? You're trying to tell me he's never had a run that long before in his prime? So that's just crazy to me.
I mean,
to really see stuff like that.
It's the science. It's how much it's advanced in the past 10 years as far as workout, what you eat, what what you're coming in, your body's got for electrolytes in you, everything. Like LeBron James talks about it all the time. You see him eating a banana at a specific moment in the game. He's eating a banana so that his body can have more fuel.
Yep. Yeah, that's so true. And I mean, and I know Tom Brady, what he always says, his secret, allegedly, is just drinking. I think he said he drinks a gallon of water a day. And he's been doing that for the last 15 years or so. And
that's
so
a lot of water. I've tried it. I can't do it.
There's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water.
If you think about it, I mean, I think it's manageable given if you're waking up at 5 a.m.
How does he not pee like every 25 minutes?
Right. Oh, well, here's the thing. You wake up at 5 or 6.
He's an old man now.
If you wake up at 6 a.m. and start drinking water, you should have before noon, at the very least, 48 ounces. And from there, you just need another, what is it? My math, I can't do it. 60 more ounces, 70 more ounces, whatever.
Oh, you just need 60 or 70 more ounces.
Well, when you're
drank 48.
Well, when you're working out and doing all the greatness that he does, which is why he's the greatest of all time ever. You know, it
I probably need that. Mean a better Troy Aikman.
Well, let me see. Let's ask Dan the man here in the group chat in the chat. Hey Dan, who's the greatest quarterback of all time?
Dan's gonna say Aaron Rodgers, and I respect it. I mean,
if you had to choose, Dan the man,
cast around.
If you had to choose one
they've had for their career, I still think Dan Marino has been forgotten about in the past 3-4 years, because it used to be like, it wasn't even John Elway up there. It was Dan Marino or Joe Montana. And Joe Montana, if you do Super Bowls, Dan Marino, if you do talent and numbers.
Yeah. Do you want to know who I respect that? So I was thinking about something very similar the other day to a running back that everybody's forgetting about. Like we said, I just mentioned the Adrian Peterson and
Maurice Jones-Drew.
That's a good one. That's a good one too. But in my opinion, and actually a lot of opinions, this guy was
Jones,
one of the greatest at the position too, in my opinion.
Thomas Jones.
Nope. Oh, okay, I'll give you at least an error. In the NFL, when I was in high school, yep, which that was really narrowed down for you, but just 09 to 12.
Is this Matt Forte?
No, but I like that one too. I mean, I guess I can just give it. Yeah, let me just, because there's a lot that you can go through.
Chris Johnson?
No, he's not.
He was overrated.
I agree. Not the greatest. Okay, this guy could catch, run. He scored 31 touchdowns in one season.
Oh, LaDainian Tomlinson?
LT, man. I feel like we don't. You
don't hear about him. You don't hear about him because it's hands down. It's hands down.
So true. I mean, you
don't say the best running back ever was Emmitt Smith. No, he had the most yards, but he wasn't the best running back. It was.
Well, I guess actually,
it legitimately was
Dickerson, right? Dickerson still holds the record for most yards, right?
You do know it was Walter Payton before Emmitt Smith, right? You're a running back, dude.
No. You said Emmett has the most yards, and I'm like, wait, no, I think it's still Dickerson.
Dickerson. I know what you said. It was Walter Payton before it was Emmitt Smith, and it's now Emmitt Smith. I'll let you Google it.
Did Emmitt Smith get Dickerson?
He didn't just get Dickerson. He also got Walter Payton.
Oh, geez.
That's why the call when he got it was,
I don't
over sweetness, make room for Emmett. which I don't think was a very good call, but everybody says it was an amazing call. How did he come up with it?
I have to check that out again.
Google it. Google.
Check that out again. Let me.
Top 10 rushing yards in NFL history. Nobody's gonna catch it. Nobody's gonna catch it. But I just think we don't talk about Tomlinson because it's just understood how his greatness was, right? Like Packer fans honestly don't talk about Al Harris that much either.
Yeah, no one's catching Emmett at all.
Yeah,
they talk about Dickerson as if he had like a lot. Obviously, yeah, Emmett, Walter, Frank Gore. I did see that when Frank Gore got in the top 3. I
honestly completely forgot that. I completely forgot it.
That's the problem. It's changing. These names still shouldn't be playing.
Frank Gore, right?
And Peterson should not still be playing. So it's switching. It keeps switching the order of this stuff. That's a lot of yards, man. 18,355. I kind of think he was a little overrated.
Well, when you have the best offensive line in football,
right?
You have Troy Aikman chucking it deep to Michael Irvin, and they get up by 21 points. So then they just hand the ball off on you to grind all game. And all you have to do is, get 3 yards of crack. And then in the fourth quarter, you end up running all over them. Like, that's what it was. That's it. Yeah. Any running back in that system with those players around would have broken the record.
Yeah, that team was stacked.
You saw when he went to Arizona.
Dan, the man that asked a question real quick.
Yeah, I saw. It's a good one. I like that one.
Who's the person I was the most starstruck by when I met? Yeah, I have to go Peyton Manning. Yeah, I think Peyton Manning for sure. And then right after it would be Terrell Davis. But yeah, Peyton just because. Yeah, I mean, I was playing a Madden video game when I was like 11 or 12. I think Peyton.
Golly, Monty, what are you doing? It's a block.
And playing with Peyton Manning in that game, and then also playing side by side with him. So the first game that I was pretty starstruck. Yeah. But yeah, the running back list, yeah, it keeps just changing, but that's pretty cool. But yeah, I thought about that the other day. I'm like, man, not really hearing that name again, LT. And when you go back and watch his highlight, again, it's highlight, so it's just all best plays. But
they're good. They are good.
Man.
They are good.
Man. He was really good. I had a fat head of him growing up. Who did Dan the Man said? Oh, Ricky Williams. Woo, Ricky.
He had a year or two. Ricky Williams was Josh Gordon before Josh Gordon. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Literally just realized it. Wow.
Yeah. Ricky, you could have played.
What was I just going to say? LT. I think part of the reason you don't talk about him a lot is because he didn't get a chance to play in big games very often. Like maybe once they played in the championship game, I think, and that's it. And, he had Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers there for his entire career. But once he went to the Jets, he still put numbers up.
Yeah.
He was definitely not the same player, but he didn't fall off the cliff like Sean Alexander did. There's a name for you.
Oh goodness! Whoa! You gotta prep me before bringing that up.
Sean Alexander is like the poster child of a running back hitting the wall and then nothing.
Yo, that's like the only name that the Seahawks had.
Yeah.
This is prior to Russell. Obviously, you had Hasselbeck.
Prior to Marshawn. Marshawn was
prior to Russell. Marshawn. Right. Russell, Hasselbeck, Marshawn, whatever, all those names.
Well, Hasselbeck was there with Alexander.
I'm just so yeah. Okay, that makes sense. that actually makes sense. Yeah. And so wow, you got to give me some time, man, before bringing me back like that. Sean Alexander.
And then Eddie George.
It's
Eddie
funny that
George
you
is
say
number
that.
2. Like
It's funny.
the second poster guy of a running back hitting a brick wall and then doing nothing.
Eddie George.
Because he had, what did he have? He had like 1,900 yards. And then the next year he had like 700. I think he averaged like 2 yards a carry.
His head was always shiny as heck.
It was like alopecia shiny.
Oh man, that's pretty cool. I mean, that position. I do not understand how Frank Gore is still playing. How are you taking that many hits for that? How, man?
He's just built perfectly. He's a stocky, like built perfect for the sport, dude. And it seems like he doesn't take a lot of big hits. Like
that's true. He protects himself very well.
Yeah, like that's something that's underrated for sure. Like I know a lot of people talk about it from the quarterback position.
Yeah.
But from the running back position, you can take a lot of shots by just trying to absorb the hits and keeping on going instead of, a big hit's coming and you duck down a little bit and deflect it and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, you most definitely should be out there protecting yourself. I'm interested to see how it is, how it's going to be. I mean, I think playing for that long, man. I mean, what is he?
He hasn't ruled out coming back.
What's he chasing? Let me see that again. So he's in third. How far away is he from second place?
Oh, he's not going to get to second.
Second most.
I'm pretty sure it's a massive gap. There's no way.
All he needs is 726 yards, dude.
Really? He's that close?
He's gonna pass up Walter Payton.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he might not get that many yards. Oh gosh.
I mean, how many? Dude. Let's look up how many he had last year.
Right?
Because last year he had a lot of carries.
If this is correct, 187 carries for 653 yards.
Yeah. He ain't getting 700 yards in a season.
Hey, it's not that far. Ooh.
He's not seeing 150 carries again. I don't care what team he goes to. He's not seeing 150 carries again.
No, I can't even argue with you on that one. That's not happening. That's not happening.
He's like the all-time, like, give it up for him because, like, he did it. He did it, right?
Yeah.
But just, he's accomplished what he's going to accomplish. He just wants a Super Bowl, and that's what he deserves.
Right.
He doesn't have a Super Bowl win.
I don't think anybody's going to pick him up.
I would hope somebody would, but yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, see that I do too. I hope, I wish, because he deserves it. But man, This would be his 16th season, I think, or 17th season.
So speaking of LaDainian Tomlinson's heyday, right? Where does Booby Miles rank on your list? He can run. He can break tackles.
I watched that
throw.
I watched Friday Night Lights. Oof. Watched it again about maybe 7 months ago, sometime last year. He wasn't all that impressive to me after watching it again.
Because he tore his ACL in the first game.
I mean, prior to that, you still saw him run.
He's an actor, Mons. He's not impressive to me as a 22-year-old actor running in a high school field trying to be a high school.
For a movie, I thought they would just do more to make him look better with his spins or his jumps and all that. But I was just like, I watched it again. I was like,
Everybody just loved him because his name was Booby.
Right. So Booby Miles doesn't.
One thing I hate about that movie
match up
is that they made the uncle to be kind of a villain, like a bad person. Uncle
You're
wasn't a
right.
bad person.
He wasn't.
Like,
He
you're
wanted
just trying
to
to.
play.
He's his biggest fan. Wants him to go to college. He knows that's the only way he's going to go to college.
I agree. That really
I
that's
didn't like that portrayal.
Mm-hmm. It was very stereotypical. And that's really not how it's portrayed at all. Yeah, your parents are your biggest fans. And your uncles, your aunts, all of them, your biggest fans. They want to push you hard, to get to where you want to get to. But yeah, it's not in a malicious way. It's not. There's no.
We're not talking the varsity blues where they're giving you the shots to get you out on the field because you can't feel nothing.
You ever seen Blue Mountain State?
Yeah, that show. The first season of it is hilarious.
I need to get back to watching that. I never finished it.
After the first season, don't watch it.
Oh geez.
So like, who was it? The running back? The running back on that show was a drug dealer. And he got busted and sent to jail. And
in real life,
he was like one of the better actors on the show. So he brought the funny. Like he was really good. So he's not in any other seasons, and it's just not as good. That for real happened.
So he was really doing what he was, what all was going on in the show. He's like bled out into his real life. Oof, that's unfortunate. Back to the whole list thing. Yeah, Booby doesn't really fall on my list. But if we want to go, because before Booby, I'm picking Bobby. Yeah, I'm picking Bobby Boucher.
Mama. That's me, my youngest. Mama, my mama say, "I'm so ornery because I got all them teeth and no toothbrush."
Linebacker, running back, whatever position.
Dan the man, he didn't leave. He got arrested. That's why he wasn't in the rest of the show.
Here's my question.
Okay.
What's your favorite football movie and why? Or sports movie? Movie and why? How about that?
You need to prep me before you ask me these big questions. It's honestly, it's got to be Remember the Titans.
Okay.
It's got to be. It just is. It just honestly, it's fun football on screen, right? Because they're not trying to do anything too like crazy,
right?
And then just how inspiring it is, like Denzel Washington's portrayal of Coach Boone, and I mean, Major League is up there for me too. I love Major League. I watch it every year. I usually watch it a second time around the All-Star break. And then here's one for you, a deep one. And Dan or Carrie, I do love Bull Durham. Bull Durham is a very good movie. Sometimes it feels a little long, but it is a really good movie and I enjoy it. Any Given Sunday. Who here likes to lose? Who likes getting their butts whooped? Why do you have your hand raised? Oh, I didn't want you to be the only dumb with your hand raised.
Gosh. Any Given Sunday.
Steaming. Willie Beeman.
Jamie Foxx. My goodness. That's a good movie. That is a good movie. I like that. I'll have to go Remember the Titans as well, just because I think we all know what's in first place, just from story, obviously the cast.
There's some good ones being thrown out here. Dan the Man, Angels in the Outfield. I like that.
I've actually never watched that.
Let us know, chat. What's your favorite? We're obviously forgetting some. Let us know what some good ones are.
Yeah.
I mean, some people would probably say, my brother might say Goon, which is a hockey movie with Sean William Scott, where basically they put him on the ice to start a fight with like people who are picking on their star players.
I think I see it on Netflix, maybe, or Disney.
Yep.
Disney.
It's on. I believe it's on Netflix.
Okay.
And then there was, oh man, what the heck is the dude's name? The best Pele. There was a Pele movie on Netflix that I watched. That's a really good movie too. And the man's throwing out Caddyshack. I guess technically that is a sports movie.
That I don't like that movie.
You don't like Caddyshack? What is wrong with you?
I don't.
You don't like anything before 1994.
I like Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Don't nobody like that movie. They just say they like that movie.
That movie's hilarious.
I don't like Hoosiers. Dan the Man.
Okay, what about what was that Samuel L. Jackson one?
Coach
Glory.
Carter?
Coach. Oh, I was gonna say Coach Carter. That's right.
I like Coach Carter. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I do like Coach Carter. Yeah, the man's got Sandlot out there. That's a really good one too.
Of course.
And then you were gonna say Glory Road. I
might watch Sandlot.
To watch.
I might watch.
The Big Green. That's a throwback.
See, I never saw. Is that about
That's like the kids in the soccer team with like the goat that they have that's green. Like they start really bad and then they get a coach and then they get really good. We're missing the obvious one here. The most obvious one.
Waterboy? No.
No. The Mighty Ducks.
See.
That's a classic. That's a really good one. So would you go with Mighty Ducks 1 or Mighty Ducks 2? Because everybody knows Mighty Ducks 3 is trash. I'm
not the biggest fan of those, but they are. And again, not being a fan doesn't mean I don't appreciate what it is, because it is a classic. It is. And honestly, in order for me to pick which one, I don't really know.
The Flying V. You never tried the Flying V?
I can't really remember, dude. It's a long time ago. So when I watched those.
Oh my goodness. Ducks fly together.
Come on, you know my family. We ain't watching no hockey. Come on, it's hockey movies. Although I respect it a lot. Do you want to know what event I have the utmost respect for? I'm talking.
Oh, did we just have an ADD moment? I thought we were still talking about movies.
We did.
Okay.
We did.
All right. What do you have the most respect for?
Maybe for people who are just probably popping in, this is our Thursday nights. It's sports, it's movies, it's video. We just go all over the place.
And we don't have much for sports right now, so we're going movies.
We don't. So that is my fault, you guys. I got to bring more content to the table regarding sports. I just really been focusing on work. Really been focusing on.
We get busy. It's all right.
Yes, some things are moving around in a good way. That's really pulled me away from sports for the meantime. But anyways. An event that I really respect. Obviously, I respect all of them, but the speed, the ice, I don't know what it's called, but the ice skating, speed racing
that they do. Skating?
The ice.
It's for real called speed skating.
Speed skating. Dude, they go so fast. And that actually looks really difficult.
I thought you were going to say with the speed that they go around and the skating that they do, roller derby.
Oh, jeez.
I remember when that show was on Spike TV, they had a roller derby series. Maybe it was Game Show Network. Either way, that was a lot of fun to watch. I would watch that again. They need to have it on. I would watch that over a lot of
even
things.
Dan the Man even says it too. It's a weird time for sports right now.
It's starting to become the dog's days of summer. It's not even June yet. So
it is. But that's why I love coming with the spear season.
Oh, is it MC squared time? You ain't got one today. My coworker said he needs to get on to an MC squared show with you.
Yeah. Well,
trampoline slam ball, Dan the Man, that was awesome.
I kind of have.
I miss rock and jock basketball. That's what I really miss.
You know what I really miss is Rocket Power.
Is that Nickelodeon show?
How dare you act as if you don't know what it is?
Is that Nickelodeon show with like the kids doing? They were like good at everything, like skating and stuff.
Like Pacific Islanders, and yeah.
But the dad was white. He was a blonde.
They had to get it in there somewhere.
Well, they had the fat kid who's always hurt and sick.
I missed that show.
Really, that's where you went. After I said I miss rock and jock basketball. You know that spot on the court Steph Curry could hit from all day that was 5 points? Like a half court shot was like 10 points. You ever watch
The
it?
game. No, are you asking me? No.
Like it was on MTV and like it'd be, you know, like retired or not. Sometimes I don't even think they were retired, but it'd be like athletes who weren't basketball players. And then it would be like famous people and they'd be playing and it would just be like kind of like comedy a little bit. They had the coaches mic'd up and then from different parts of the court you could hit different shots that would be for different points. So like yeah, so like if you shot from pretty far back it was 5 points. But it was a specific spot on the court. And then
That's
like a
pretty
half court shot was like 10 points or something like that. And
That's
it was,
pretty cool.
that you had people on there who could not play at all. So it was funny. And then
you
there
said
were some guys who
MTV?
were really good. Yeah.
Speaking of MTV, who the hell is making the decisions at MTV right now with their programming? It's just ridiculousness. That's it. That's literally the only thing that outside of Teen Mom Reunion or something like that.
That's all they got, man. Like they're
What's
scraping the
going
bottom
on?
of the barrel. There's no
Bro,
jackass to fall back on.
They'll have ridiculousness for like 8 hours straight.
Nobody watches anymore. I can't even believe you know that.
Oh well, yeah.
I didn't even know MTV was still in the air.
Yeah. It unfortunately is, and I was scrolling by, clicked on it. It was ridiculousness, and then looked at the programming, and I was like, see what happened? What happened to MTV when they used to actually play music videos?
Oh, you're one of those people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Back in my day, they used to play music.
They did.
Dan the Man says he watched Rocket Power on Paramount Plus a couple weeks ago.
Oh, gotta
Isn't
get
that
that.
a Nickelodeon show?
I think so. Yeah.
Paramount Plus has Nickelodeon shows. Huh.
Okay, got a question for you. As soon as you got home from school,
Dragon Ball
what
Z.
was it? Okay. Yep, that's easy. That's an easy one. I was actually looking up some Dragon Ball Z stuff the other day, and the main character, or the guy who plays Goku.
Okay.
That's what I mean. The real actor. When the first time Goku went Super Saiyan 3, the main actor, the real actor passed out from screaming. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He passed out.
Know that.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. I was like, all right, I gotta go watch this now. Watch this again whenever he changes into Super Saiyan 3. Yeah. And he was screaming for like 5 minutes.
Dragon Ball Super is actually pretty good. I don't know if you watched it.
I haven't.
It's actually got some. It's actually pretty decent. So if you're interested in watching it, so what?
Where's what's this timeline?
It starts where Goku fights the god and he becomes he has the god powers or whatever. It's above Super Saiyan 4.
Okay.
Or Super Saiyan 3. And then it goes from there. Like Vegeta gets it, then they train under him, and then they have so there's a bunch of different like universes or whatever that are like mirrors. And then they have a fighting tournament against another universe.
See, that's pretty sweet.
But it's none of the same characters in the fighting tournament. So it's like I said, it's actually pretty decent.
What's it on?
Hulu.
Okay. I think I might check that out. Oh, random note. So I was talking to you're gonna say I'm name dropping, but I was talking to Noshawn earlier today, and he said the show is cross-platform now. He says he plays it all the time.
Yeah, you didn't know that it was cross-platform?
No. So I'm about to download that. I'm getting that for sure, and I'm gonna be playing that all day tomorrow.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, so I'll be streaming some tomorrow. I got some. Yeah, I always love my Fridays are open. some Resogun if you're up for it. We can co-op some Resogun, but also want to play some the show.
I should be able to swing that. I do. I enjoy Resogun, and it'd be nice to go back to. So
Right.
I really
And
need to
again,
get back into some Returnal.
I really like the mechanics of the show outside of just the outfield, like the infield and the catching and the pitching, or that or batting, all the above. Love it. It's actually really good. But that outfield is bad,
Yeah, it is.
real bad.
Dan the Man, my kid loves Paw Patrol too, so I should probably look into Paramount Plus. They probably have the Ninja Turtles on there too. Rise of the Ninja Turtles, which I thought was going to be really bad, and I was not going to like it because obviously I'm a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, because who isn't? And it actually ended up being pretty decent. I mean, it's silly. It's a super little kids show, and it's very silly. But I actually kind of ended up enjoying that kind of take on it.
We need to have a tournament.
What kind of tournament?
A gaming tournament.
No. Not interested.
Oh yeah, you're not that good at. You're not
I
that
don't
good
have
at.
time to be good at video games anymore. I only get to play like
Right.
Fridays, and that's it if I'm lucky.
True. That's very true. I really want to get back into Apex. Not like an Apex tourney.
It's a lot of fun right now. Like, I'm bad at it, and I still have a lot of fun playing it. So,
yeah. Or even Halo. Back in the Halo 2, a Halo 2 tournament. That would be sweet.
I would get mad because I'd be so bad now that I would put so much time into it and be so good for no reason, because nobody plays that game anymore. And it was kind of a loser trait to begin with back in the day. So
Playing Halo, a loser trait?
Like being really good at it and being like, dude, what's your KD in Halo? And yeah.
That stuff's way better. And then I don't know. I like that stuff. The KD and well, not really the KD. I don't really pay attention much to that, but winning.
Well, winning anything is fun. Winning anything is the way to go. And it's like, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, and then Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2 for sure is the GOAT.
Yeah. I mean, my preference, because I think the maps are just better, is the first Modern Warfare. And then everybody had the same kill streaks, so you didn't have the chopper gunner, which was a cheat code. Didn't have a nuke, obviously a cheat code. So
yeah.
You just had your UAV, your airstrike, and your chopper, and you just kept getting them over and over and over again. And it was the way to go.
Yeah, Modern 2 was Nuketown, right? Did they have a spot?
That was Black Ops.
That was Black Ops?
First Black Ops.
That's right. So many.
Dan the Man asks if we play any card games. I play a card game called Golf. I play Sheephead a lot.
No, I don't know that.
Sheephead is fun. Sheephead is a lot of fun. That's a Wisconsin thing.
Nice. Rummy. Spades.
Go Fish. War.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's what I got. Euchre I've never played, but it's very similar to Sheephead, so I would probably like that one too. Take me a little bit to get used to it, because I think jacks are high in that, and in Sheephead, queens are high.
Nice.
So, let's see here. I've been taught how to play Pinochle like 30 times, and it never sticks because I don't care. And the man's a big Euchre man. Let me see here. What? So you want to get an Xbox, don't you? So that you can play like the Master Chief Collection.
PC. I already
Oh,
have it
that's
all
right. You
on
want the
Steam.
PC so that, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, now I get it. Now I see
Right.
why you went there.
Yeah, I already have
I'm
the Master
smelling what
Chief.
you're stepping in.
Yep, and I played the first Halo, and I was just like, wow, just no bullet drop, nothing. It's just
Well, there's no bullet drop in the second Halo either. So don't,
very
in
true.
any of the Halos, there's no
No,
bullet drop.
I'm like, this
Yeah.
is so weird. I'm like, just just go
And the
straight.
pistol,
Yeah,
the Halo
and
1
then
pistol.
in the first Halo, the shotgun too, and then you can throw grenades super far in the first one,
Yeah.
as opposed to the second one.
Oh, yeah. Throwing it across the map, doing shoddy
At
CTF.
what was that place called? Blood Gulch.
I was thinking of the ones with like, it wasn't Tombstone, but it was like
Which
you
is
could
the
go
first
up
Halo?
high around it all, and then there were like kind of like tombstones in the middle, and there was like two towered sections
Is this
across from each other. Yeah,
the first Halo?
first one.
Ascension? Or no? No. Uh,
I can't remember what it was called, but that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one when you played shoddy CTF that was frustrating. And then you do regulars CTF, and you just get a pistol, and you'd be pistoled from across the map, and it would take hours. I mean, there was what was the one? Sidewinder. Sidewinder, that was a good map to play too.
But then, of course, Halo 2, Lockout.
Midship.
Ooh,
I mean, obviously Lockout's the GOAT of any
Lockout.
map.
Sure.
But I mean,
Why do you think that map was so? Why do you think that everybody liked that map?
because it was so well balanced. There was kind of a dominant position, but you could always
Right.
turn it around on them. Like they couldn't just sit up there and keep you at bay. And I feel like midship was similar too. Like it was very balanced.
I liked Coagulation. If you just wanted to spread out, if you
Sure.
wanted some distance.
Sure.
But yeah, I never actually thought about that. Why do you think everybody liked Lockout? Everybody.
Because if you went 1v1, you were playing Lockout. If you went 2v2, you were playing Lockout. Like it was the one where you had BRs on both sides or whatever. And like it was the most well balanced, especially for weapon spawns.
True. Sword, shotgun.
What's up, Freeze?
Freeze. What's going on? Hopped in while we were talking about some Halo.
I was really bad when I got to college at Halo, and after my first year, I was really good. So you can tell what I focused on. Alcohol and Halo.
Oh, geez.
Let me tell you, you mix the two, not always great results.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I was pretty good at Halo 2. Me and my friend would always do double teams, and it sounded super inappropriate, but the double team mode, and we would just roll through people, just all night, just roll through folks. That stuff was so fun. That right there, that just brings back so many memories. Right, it's pretty cool stuff. And then people started glitching.
You always have the glitchers just ruining everything. Always. How's your quest for a PS5 going?
Yeah, good luck on that. 1 second, Freeze. Oh, that's pretty cool. Played with you in high school, or Halo. That's pretty cool, Freeze. Pretty cool stuff. Now the search for the PS5, yeah, it's as I texted you that. What I stated was it's like trying to chase down lightning and catch it in a bottle. As soon as you
gotta stay on it. It's gonna pop again. It's gonna happen again. You're gonna have another chance at it.
How long do you think this is gonna go on?
The problem is, like, COVID is the the main culprit behind it, because every thing that needs a computer chip is
Yeah.
causing all of the chip shortages. So that's why they aren't be able to manufacture as many as they'd like to. Probably till mid next year at the earliest, maybe
Jeez.
end of next year.
Yeah, because like I said, the last thing I want to do is purchase it on the marketplace. Only because obviously it's going to be more
It's gonna
expensive
be a
than what
lot
it
of
should be.
scammers and a lot more expensive than it needs to be. You're gonna have to probably buy a bundle, so you'll have to get 2 games with it. Hopefully, it's 2 games you'll enjoy. But
Yeah, I got you.
Seeing as how this is going nowhere,
Man, I don't know, man. I just very
anybody
tired.
else have any other questions? I mean, I am too. This is not been a good week for sleep for me. So
Well, I hear you. So I'll make sure, guys, next Thursday to bring way more excitement, way more
bring the
enthusiasm.
fire. I don't want to hear how good LT was. I want to hear how good he wasn't. I don't want to hear about Maurice Jones-Drew popping Ray Lewis in the mouth. I want to hear about Maurice Jones-Drew going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So yeah, I'll bring way more enthusiasm next time, guys.
That didn't happen. He went to the Raiders. Why did you just let that slide?
I don't listen. Not 90% of the time I don't listen
to you. I just nod, shake my head, and then when I realized what you said, I'm like, hold on, wait a second. I did not just agree to that.
I just nod and smile sometimes. No, I'm just exhausted. Not in a bad way, just tired. Just tired, and hoping that everyone has had a great week and will have a great weekend.
Catch the Sunday show. Talk about sobriety, some mental health. Yeah, if there's any other questions, we can answer those quick. So,
oh yeah, Frizy, when are you coming back to Timberland? I need you to show my running backs how to run the ball. Oh wow. I always thought about it, because many people ask if I want to become a coach, and I'm still young, relatively speaking. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. But when am I coming back? I was just back in that area visiting my grandmother, but
when everybody gets their shots.
Yeah. Kind of once things kind of chill out a bit, I'm gonna head back towards the Winsville area and start doing some things out there.
Dan, man, you have a good night too. I'm sure that cute little daughter of yours has you up all night, so you feel our pain. Everybody have a good weekend. We'll talk to you on Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Time.
Indeed.
And yeah, we'll have a good show then. So
watch
some sports ball and play some games and have a good time. See you guys on Sunday.